is Neha with you again for our yoga flow. I really loved the last one. I think I miss teaching. It's just something that I cannot afford not to do. So I wanted to bring it online and bring it to our community. So with our yoga flow, it's all about your journey. And as I say in yoga, it's a journey to self. And so today's class is really about internal quest, we can call it. In yoga, we also use the terminology swadhyaya, which is a Sanskrit word, and it means self-journey, self-inquiry, self-quest. And I guess we are all kind of doing that for, I don't know, lost count, 3 weeks now, the self-journey thing, self-quest thing, swadhyaya as the yogis call it. So today's theme is all around the internal journey. So I will hold poses, especially child's pose. And in child's pose, I will cue and I will start, exploring the theme. So just get comfortable in child's pose and allow yourself to take this inner journey, this inner quest, and enjoy your flow. 45 minutes, it's all you. So whenever you need to take a rest, take a sip of water, you do what you need to do and just enjoy it. It's nothing too serious. If you don't look exactly like what I am doing, who's looking? You're in the privacy of your own home. Enjoy your practice. Meet me at the back of your mats. Big toes together, knees out wide. Child's pose is where we begin today. Take the knees on the outer edges off your mat. Really sit down into your heels with the hips lengthen, and then walk the hands long, spread the fingers, bow the head into our ground. And we settle here. Allow yourself to just close down the eyes. Automatically, you should feel that internal self. Maybe it's the internal dialogue. Maybe it's how the body is feeling. How's your breath? I want you to start allowing yourself to deepen your breath. Start really nourishing the body. Inhaling deeply, completely, and holding just for a few seconds at the top before allowing the clearing of air through the breath. Releasing all. One more inhale, breathe in nice and strong, lifting, holding, pause. Exhale, complete release through the mouth. And keep doing just that. Big inhale, holding at the top, and a complete exhale. Awareness is all about restoring your freedom to choose what you want instead of what your past imposes on you. So as human beings, we have this, let's say, pattern. We have patterns and behaviors, and these patterns and behaviors have become ingrained in us. And some patterns, for example, could be, well, on a personal note, my need to feel validated or connected always, and I feel I have a pattern of seeking, and it's almost like it could be a neediness sometimes, your pattern could be that you always need a certain way of having things done. Your pattern could be if you don't exercise you feel loony. So also these patterns can be quite negative, and they could become quite negative thoughts. So your pattern could be always putting yourself down or being really harsh about your body, or just putting yourself down and being too harsh in general. So what are these patterns that you've created within you? What is this internal dialogue? What is the most predominant thought that you hold or have been holding in the past couple of weeks? Take a big inhale, let it come to the surface, hold that thought. And as you exhale and release the air, allow that pattern to start just being released. Once again, inhale to bring that behavioral pattern to your awareness. Hold. And exhale as though you're releasing it through the breath. Release. On your next inhale, we're going to peel ourselves away from our mats into tabletop position, bringing the knees directly underneath the hips, hands directly underneath the shoulders. Spread your fingers. We're going to tuck the toes behind us into the floor and raise ourselves off our mat, pulling the hips high to our first down dog. From here, let's check in, wrapping the elbows in, keeping the belly nice and braced. A slight bend or a lot of bend in the knees. So we want to create that V shape with the body. We look to the hands and we walk the feet up into a forward fold. Big toes are touching, heels are slightly apart. We bring the hands behind us, holding on to opposite elbow with opposite hand. And then allow yourself to pull yourself in and close everything down. Close the eyes down. Bring yourself into this present moment awareness. Bring to your mind that pattern that you thought about. Maybe that pattern that has been holding on to you or you holding on to it. The most powerful thing as human beings we have is the ability to have consciousness, awareness. And with that awareness, you can start taking your power back. The first step to dislodging those patterns is awareness of them. So take an inhale to bring that pattern to your mind. And on an exhale, release the pattern and your hands, fingertips to the floor. On an inhale, we rise up into mountain pose, rolling away and lifting one vertebrae at a time, keeping that chin tucked in until we unravel and reach the top. Stand tall, hands by your sides, palms facing forward. Take a big inhale and vow to release that pattern. Exhale. Hands in prayer, heart center. We open our practice with a connection of Om. Please join me. On an inhale, we prepare. Om. Release the hands by your side. Standing tall. Allowing yourself to vow to bring your patterns in your control, the ones you no longer need to be held over you. Flutter open the eyelids. Let's reach for the sky. Inhale, bring the hands above. Lengthening out the body, reaching nice and tall. Slight dropping off the head behind us. Breathe and reach. Exhale, bring the hands by your side into cactus. We take a slight bend with the knees, lifting the chest nice and proud. And then on our next inhale, we're going to lean back, baby back bend, taking the crown of the head behind you, lifting the heart space and opening up to change. Exhale, coming out of it, releasing into a forward fold, gently bowing, belly over thighs and dropping down to the floor. Allowing the forehead to press into our legs, lengthening the spine, maybe even slight straightening off the knees. Changing our patterns, that is what we're focusing on today. No limiting beliefs, no self-doubt, no bad talk. Whatever your pattern might be. We take the feet back into a high plank, stepping one foot back at a time, followed by the other. Making sure the arms are in one straight line, wrists, elbows, shoulders. Bring the butt down, nice straight line with the body. On an inhale, we roll over the hands with the tippy toes. Exhale, elbows wrapped in, melt ourselves down into the earth. Untuck the back toes. Let's take a baby cobra, just simply lifting the chest, squeezing the back muscles, elbows Remain nice and tight, close to the body. Exhale to release the forehead back into the floor. Inhale, one more, just like that. Lift up the chest. Use your back extension muscles. Lift your hands. Your hands just merely float. And exhale to release. Tuck the toes. Preparing for down dog, we push the body away. Lifting the hips high. Once again, meeting in down dog. Now pedal out here. Relax into it. Breathe. Prepare the body. We are going to move into our first sequence of the day. We will integrate, we'll take it slow, and then we will flow. We will go fast. Stillness in the feet. Prepare. What are you going to dislodge? What are the patterns you no longer need? Bring your consciousness into your practice today. Practice your power. Your power is your consciousness. Inhale, high plank. Simply roll over, stack wrists, elbows, shoulders, one straight line. Exhale, we're going to take ourselves into low plank, pushing into the earth. Inhale, push back up to down dog, lifting the hips high to the sky. Beautiful job. Right leg to the sky, three-legged. Scissor the legs, keeping the elbows wrapped into the sides of your body, keeping them nice and tight. So you don't want the arms, elbows to flare out. Bring the right knee as close as you can to the nose, rounding out the back, keeping that leg close to our belly. Exhale, step it down into a lunge. Let's pick the arms up overhead into crescent lunge, sweeping them on the rise. Lifting our chest, lifting the arms and sinking in the legs. Front knee, 90-degree bend. Let's fly, aeroplane. We're going to launch off the back foot, hop on to our right foot, standing balance, sweep the hands by your sides. Focus, that is your power. We're going to simply pulse both hands and back leg. Simply raise them up and tap back down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stay balanced. We're going to transition to stalk. Allow the left foot to come through. Lift the left knee high into your stalk. The left toes pointed, nice and squared. Lift the body strong, shoulders back. Beautiful, stay for 3, for 2, 1, standing splits. Swing the left leg behind you. Take the fingertips to the mat in front of you and take a bow over that front standing right leg. For 3, for 2, for 1. Forward fold, both feet meet together, big toes touching. Take a bow, release the breath. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to the shins. We lift and lengthen the back. We lift the kneecaps, lengthen the back of the legs. Allow yourself to be nice and strong. Exhale, melt, forward fold, release the breath. We plug the hands in, step the feet straight back to your down dog, and we pedal it out, preparing for the other side. So just the same, we take it to the left side, no surprises. Stillness in the feet, starting from that high plank. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, melt down. Push straight back to down dog. Lift up and hips high. Beautiful, stay. Breath in. Exhale to release. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged. Point the toes, wrap the elbows in. Keep the fingers spread. Inhale, knee to nose, bring it through. Stack the arms. Hold. Breath in. Exhale, step it down. Lunge. Breath out. Swing the hands on the rise. Crescent lunge. Sink down. Front knee 90 degree. Make sure it's not collapsing inwards. Keeping it stacked. Let's launch. From crescent lunge to airplane. Launch. Hop off the back foot. Swing the hands by your side. Notice any turbulence. Use your mind to focus. Especially in standing balances, focus on a point. Let's pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sweep it through for stork. Ground yourself, tell yourself, yes you can. Lift maybe a little higher, stand maybe a little taller. For 3, for 2, 1, standing splits. Swing the right foot back up. Allow the fingertips to melt into the floor and take your bow. For 3, for 2, 1, both feet step together, forward fold. Take a bow. Release the breath. Lengthen, inhale, halfway lift. What is it that's holding on to you, or maybe you onto it by way of behavior, patterns and thoughts? Release it, forward fold. Plug the hands in, step the feet straight back to down dog and pedal it out. Take any movement here that you need. Allow yourself to prepare for our flow. We're going to do just what we did. 1 breath, 1 pose. Just concentrate on the form. Take your time. Release the final breath. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, melt down low. Breath in, exhale, down dog. Swing the hips high to the sky. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it through, knee to nose. Breath in, exhale, step it down, lunge. Inhale, crescent with the arms, raise them up. Sweep the hands back, fly, aeroplane. Inhale, stork, left knee pulls up. Beautiful, aeroplane, standing splits, transition, take a bow, fingertips melt. Both feet step together, release the breath, forward fold. Inhale, we meet halfway, lift chest. Melt, forward fold, release the breath. Plug the hands and step the feet straight back to down dog. Lift, lengthen. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, melt down, low. Push back, down dog, hips to the sky. Left leg to the sky, inhale, raise it up. Exhale, bring it through, knee to nose. Breath in, exhale, step it down, lunge. Inhale, bring the hands up to raise, crescent. Take flight, hands by your sides. Take it, hold, then sweep it through, stork. Right knee lifted. Breath in, exhale, sweep down. Dive down, standing splits. Both feet step together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, right in the chest, and melt it, forward fold, releasing the breath. Plug hands in, steps, feet straight back. 1 more time each side. Now that you know what you know, release the patterns. Consciousness, awareness, Swadhyaya. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low. Push back, down dog. Right leg to the sky. Knee to nose. Exhale, step the foot down, lunge. Hands, raise them up, crescent lunge. Sweep them back. Let's take flight, aeroplane. Stork, swing the left knee high and mighty. Take it back, standing splits. Take a bow. Both feet step together, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Melt the heart space, forward fold. Plug the hands and step feet straight back to down dog. Breath in. Exhale, flush it out. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, melt down low. Push back, down dog. Hips high. Left leg, swing it up. Bring it through, knee to nose. Step it down, low lunge. Release and bring the hands above the head. Crescent. Let's take flight, hop off, launch, fly. Sweep the knee up, stork. Sweep it behind and take a bow, standing splits. Both feet meet, stepping together, forward fold. On an inhale, we raise the chest halfway to the mat. Release and bow. Plug the hands in. Down dog is where we meet. Hips high. Take a breath. Release it. How good did it feel to escape the chatter of your mind? Child's pose. Big toes together, knees out wide, and I want you to really embrace this moment. Go within. Close the eyes. Go within. are you feeling? What patterns have come to your mind? The ones that perhaps you haven't even thought about. Human beings, we have this beautiful gift that is our consciousness. It is not just anything less than extraordinary, let me tell you. It's our power, and we can have it really be our worst enemy or our greatest power. It's all up to our awareness of it. Especially so in negative moments, we normally act from a very unconscious place. And these negative moments just keep allowing us to dive deeper and deeper into that subconscious state. That subconsciousness where most of our wounds live. And the more you can bring yourself into your present moment awareness of what's going on, even those negative emotions that you might be feeling, simply bringing them into your awareness, like I am feeling angry or I am feeling sad. Just that acknowledgement gives you power. So how to help yourself in those moments? You breathe. You bring yourself into awareness, body awareness, thought awareness. After all, Vinyasa Yoga, which is what we are doing, is a practice of linking breath with motion. So stay there. Let's take it up. On your next inhale, we bring ourselves back up from our child's pose to a tabletop. Bring the hands directly underneath the shoulders. Let's tuck the toes. Lift ourselves back to our down dog. Hips to the sky and pedal it out. Drop one heel, followed by the other. Lift one heel at a time. Drop the other foot down. Really feel the release across the legs and the hips. Let's check in one more time. Are the elbows wrapped in? So the elbows are not flaring up. They're nice and tight. Are the fingers spread? Is your belly braced? Is your head active between the arms? We look to the hands. We walk the feet up, meeting in our forward fold. Take a bow. Allow yourself to really melt down, belly over thighs. Take that bow. Once again, what pattern are you going to release? On an inhale, we swing the arms up and sink the hips down into a chair. Lift the hands, sink into the heels, the body weight shifted into the heels. The toes just merely float. We bring the hands to prayer by your heart's center. On an inhale, we zip up the back by leaning over the thighs. All four corners of the feet now mount onto the mat. We take a side twist to the right side, linking that left elbow with the right thigh or the right knee just on the outside. Sink the butt down. Allow yourself to take your gaze also to the side or behind the right shoulder. Inhale to untwist. Release it. Take a breath. Exhale. Other side. Twist right elbow into that left knee or left thigh. Take your gaze as feels comfortable for you. For 3, for 2, for 1. Untwist back. We're going to rise ourselves into stork. This time just a halfway, so you're not lengthening all the way up. You're coming halfway on that left leg and bring the right knee up. Just like we did before. This time we're going to tap the right toes into the mat and lift back up. So take a tap down. Inhale, lift. For 3, for 2, for 1. This time, fold the right foot over the left thigh. Hands remain in that heart space. And take a bow. So feeling the release, oh yes, sweet release across the glutes, perhaps the thighs, the inner thighs, the hips. Maybe bring the peace fingers, index finger and pointer finger, melt it onto the floor and take it even further. For 3, for 2, 1. Unfold the top foot into a forward fold and take a bow. Release. Plug the hands in, step the feet back to high plank. From high plank, we get nice and comfortable. Check in with the wrists, elbows, shoulders. One line is where we need it. We take it over to a side plank, simply turning the heels over to the right side. And then when you're ready, lift the left hand up to the sky. We're going to thread the needle, bring the left arm, reaching through and behind the right arm, and then twisting and then unfolding and lifting. So exhale, release, twist, inhale, open and expand. Last time, inhale, reach, exhale, high plank, roll over. Simply take yourself back to the high plank. From here, the option is to drop down to the knees. Otherwise, on the inhale, we roll over the hands with the tippy toes. Exhale, elbows wrapped in, we lower down to the earth. Untuck the back toes, baby cobra, lift off. Exhale, melt the forehead back to the mat. Tuck the toes, push back, down dog is where we meet. Lift and lengthen. Now the body should feel a lot more energized. Feel the strength, the power. You did that. Let's take it over to the other side now. Look to the hands. Walk the feet up, forward fold. Take a bow. Bring your consciousness into yourself. Bring that power back. Don't act from that subconscious level. Always bring yourself back. Use your breath. Inhale, chair, swing the hands up, sink the hips down. Can you go a little lower this time? Can you lift the chest a little higher? Hands into prayer, heart space is where they meet. Let's zip up the back by leaning forward. This time starting from the left side, twist right elbow into the left knee. Take your gaze as you please. Sink the butt down. Exhale, release it back to center. Inhale, exhale, other side. Twist. Breath in. Exhale, breath out. This time, stalk. Slightly, we come midway up. Then when you're ready, peel off the left heel, pick it up into stalk. So once you're there, hold your gaze, fix it at a point, that will help. Let's tap it down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick it up, cross it over. Let it fold over that right thigh and pick up the chest. Maybe lower yourself and open up the hips. Maybe allow yourself to forward fold and take it even further if you can. Piece fingers into the mat. Forward fold deeper for 3, for 2, for 1. Uncross, forward fold. Take a bow. Plug the hands in, stepping back to plank. Check in with the arms, one straight line, always keeping our practice safe. Drop down the hips. Let's turn the heels. Left side this time. Left side plank. Raise the right arm when you're ready. Thread the needle. Bring the hand through in between the left armpit all the way to the back and then unraveling to the top for 3. Reach and twist. 2. Final time. 1. That is perfect. High plank. Roll over. Rock and roll over the hands. Melting down to the floor. Untuck the back toes, lift up, baby cobra. Tuck the toes, hips high. Down dog. Push back. Breathe. We will use our breath in motion with our consciousness, with our focus, to really be in our present moment, time, space, reality. we will bring ourselves into our power with our consciousness. One breath, one pose. Bend the knees, look to the hands, jump forward or walk forward. Forward fold. Inhale, chest, bring the hands up. Bring the hands to your chest. Twist right side. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side, left, twist. Inhale to center, midway stalk. Right foot, rise it up. Tap it down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross it over. Take a seat. Forward fold. Let's lean over. Pistol fingers into the floor, making it deeper. Come out of it. Unfold. Forward fold. Breathe out. Plug the hands in. Step the feet back. High plank. Let's take it over. Right side. Plank high. Then thread the needle. Reach through for 3. Bring it up. 2. Reach. Make it strong. 1 last time. Reach through. High. Plank is where we meet. Roll over. Taking our flow over the hands. Melting down to the floor. Sweeping the chest. Baby cobra or up dog. Tuck the toes. Hips high. Beautiful, beautiful job. Be proud. Be proud of yourself for how far you've come. We can still do better. We can still improve. Use your mind. That is your superpower. Bend the knees. Jump or walk forward. Forward fold. Inhale, chest. Sweep up. Sink down. Lift. Beautiful. Take ourselves into halfway of stalk. No, we're taking our twist. Prayer hands. Let's lean over. Taking our twist to the left side. Inhale, back to center. Twist right side. Inhale, back to center. We meet halfway. Let's stalk. Left knee comes up. Let's tap it down for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. Cross over this time. Take a seat. Use your options. Simply just allowing yourself to bow down and over that front leg, or pistol fingers to the floor. Both feet step together, forward fold. We breathe out. We plug the hands in, step the feet back, high plank. Left side plank, sweep the heels to the left. Raise the right hand to the roof. Sweep it through and thread. For 3, make it strong. 2, what you got, use your power. Last time, roll over, high plank. Rock and roll, take your flow, high plank to low. Inhale to baby cobra or up dog. Tuck the toes, hips to the sky. Down dog is where we meet. Breathe. Feel that heartbeat. Feel your body. Now what's happening in your mind? Is there a bit of space, clarity? Child's pose. Big toes together, knees out wide. Walk the hands, bow down, close down. Close the eyes. Once again, tapping into that breath. Tapping into this present moment. And allowing yourself to go into that inner quest. Svadhyaya, we call it in Sanskrit, which basically means self-study. Consciousness is when we are granted choice. Consciousness is when we are granted choice. When we bring ourselves into our awareness, we realize the control is within ourselves. Mostly in this day and day world where we live such fast-paced lives, it's very reactive. We tend to react to things in the same way. Somebody cuts you off in traffic, you might do not the peace fingers. When somebody disappoints you, maybe you get really upset. When things don't go your way, maybe you start thinking the worst. And that's your pattern, that is your conditioning. But we can change. And it begins when we become conscious. Yoga, meditation, simply being in this present moment, listening to music, whatever that may be for you, practice observation of self and allow yourself to really have that quest. You'll find your power in everything, starting from the simple exercise of just breath. On the inhale, we rise ourselves back up, peeling away from the mat. Taking the knees underneath the hips, hands coming to a stacked position. We tuck the toes behind us, lift the knees, and then pulling back to down dog. Pedal it out. Look to the middle of the mat, walk the feet in. We take a halfway lift. Hands come on the shins, roll the shoulders away from your ears and lengthen in the back. Exhale, melt heart forward fold. Rise up slowly to mountain pose, Tadasana, keeping that chin tucked in until you unfold. And stand in your power when you get there. Maybe even close down the eyes. Don't be afraid of closing down eyes. Don't be afraid of going into that inner quest, because that is who you are. You are the observer behind the emotion, behind the thought. Flutter open the eyes. We prepare for our standing balances. Taking the feet hip distance apart. Hands by your sides. Turn the right knee out. We lift the sole of the right foot up, either on the shin or just as high as you can on the inner left thigh. This is tree pose. Once you get there, really hold your gaze, fix it at a point that will help your balance. When you're there, hands in prayer. Stand strong. Stand in your power. Your power is your mind, but not the chatterbox mind, your consciousness. Simply observe the observer. Who is observing your thoughts? Who is watching the world around you? Who is in on the conversations you're having today? Exhale, swap sides, release the hands, release the foot. Ground down, right side, all four corners of the foot into the mat. Turn out the left heel. When you're ready, slide the sole of the left foot somewhere comfortable, just not on the knee. And then when you're ready, really allow it to turn out, square off in the hips, bring the hands to heart space. And just observe yourself standing in this power. What are the patterns you might have? Are you too self-critical? Are you too unforgiving of yourself? Are you too judgmental? Are you always negative? Are you always fearing the worst? Whenever those thoughts come up, observe them just like you do in this moment, observing this power. Observe those thoughts and be aware of them. That is the first step. Release. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, swing them down by your sides. We're preparing for eagle pose. We take the sole of the right foot, float it off. Take a micro bend in the left leg. Swing the right foot over the left leg like you're crossing your legs on a seated chair. Maybe even wrap the foot behind the left shin. Left calf. Wherever it meets, it just might be by your side, and that's fine. When you're ready, swing the left hand under the right and twist it to meet the hands. Now that might be a little bit too much. You can keep your hands floating by your side, lifting the chest for 3, Hold this moment. Be strong. 2. Final breath. Be in your power. 1. Inhale, rise up and unfold. Shake it out. Let's take it over the other side. Take a little micro bend in the legs. Swing the hands by your sides. Sink. Peel off the left heel and cross over the right leg. As I said, you can keep it just there, like you're cross-legged in a chair, or meet the foot behind our calf. Stay there with the arms, otherwise you can go with me. Cross over the right arm with the left, twist and wrap them, and sink. And hold your focus, hold your conscious moment awareness for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, slowly come out. Exhale to shake it. Reach for the sky. Inhale, reach, hands up. Dive forward, bow down. Hands into the mat. Take a seat onto our mat with the butt. Oh yeah. Legs long, laying down, bringing the right knee into the chest, and then crossing it over the body so the right knee goes over to the left side. Right hand is long. We're just taking a spinal twist, releasing all the good work done today. Maybe even just close down the eyes and hold this moment. What's going on around you? How does the air feel around you? What's the temperature? How does the floor, every point touching your body feel? The music, the moment, how is it all going on in your consciousness? Swap sides. Lower the right foot. Left knee into the chest and then cross it over. Left hand straight or in cactus, however you wish. And when you get there, close down the eyes. Feel the release in the body and just tap into your body. How is it feeling now? How is that body feeling with the breath? More in tune, more aware, more alert. Inhale back to center with the knee. Lower the legs long. Last final pose is legs up a wall, hands by your side, palms facing down. The right foot rises up, followed by the left. And just take a moment of pause. Really be here. Close down the eyes and just be. Gently, when you're ready, lower down the legs, back to the floor, using your core muscles. Gently lower them down. We prepare for our Savasana. This is the cherry on top. Actually, this is what we have been working our whole practice for. So really allow yourself to relax down. The feet just gently hang, hands by your side. You want your palms to be facing up to the sky. You take a big inhale for 3, 2, 1, hold. What is the pattern you vow to let go starting today? Exhale, we release for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping your eyes closed, enjoy Savasana.
Tua
bringing any movement. Maybe just allow yourself to take a few more moments if you need. Otherwise, simply rolling over to your right side, keeping the eyes closed. Eckhart Tolle says, rather than being your thoughts and emotions, be the awareness behind them. As you are shifting, you'll begin to release the things that no longer hold you. You will realize that you are not the same person you used to be. The things you used to be upset by or caused negative emotion within you no longer do. When you retreat into your own self and become more aware, more conscious, you begin to win over those patterns. You are beginning to understand your own power, that you have control. Coming up to seated slowly, we make our way over into cross-legged. Bring the hands in Anjali Mudra prayer, closing down the eyes. This is not you. This is something moving through you. And it can leave out the same door that it came in. You are not those negative patterns. You are not those limiting beliefs. You are not your fears, your worst anxieties. They can all leave through the same door in which they came. We take a bow, bring the hands to third eye center. Acknowledging this world needs love, light, and so much awareness. May I start my journey, my quest to self. And may we all realize our awareness is a collective effort. May we all rise to the occasion. Together we say, Namaste. Woo! I loved it. I miss teaching so much. Thank you so much for those that joined me. Thank you so much for my beautiful community. I mean, you guys will listen to me, you hang around, you spend time, and you don't have to. I enjoy it. I love you all. I think this is great. So I'll keep doing this every Tuesday and Thursdays. What did I call it? I called it Thirsty Tuesdays and Thrusty Thursdays. Anyway, it's to keep us in check, keep us connected, and I really just want to keep bringing a beautiful journey wherever we are, however the situation might be, because this is it. This is yoga. It's all about union. Thank you so much. I'll see you again until soon. Bye.